in the first year of the Chase format, 2004, Jeff Gordon had a very good season. He had 6 wins, and that season at the fall race at Charlotte included his best second place finish ever. But so before we get to why it was his best second place his finish, we have to give you some background on the car he was driving that night.
And Dick Berggren, what's wrong with that car?
What's right with that car? Jeff Gordon was just on the radio, Mike, and he said, this is a nightmare. That just after missing pit road, they're going to try to pull a rubber out of the right rear, put one in the left rear to try to tighten this automobile up. I can't remember ever, and I've covered this sport with Jeff Gordon running basically since he started. I can't remember ever seeing these guys miss the setup as badly as they have missed it tonight. But they're smart. They're still working on the car. Don't give up on Jeff Gordon yet.
For a good race tonight, he starts in the 6th position. Better than 150,000 on hand. This is a very loud and vocal crowd here in racing's hometown. And the pace car is off. 334 laps to make up the 500 miles tonight.
So that brings us to October 16th, 2004, which was the date of the fall race at Charlotte. Jeff Gordon would start in midfield in 23rd, and things would get spicy and early on in turn 1 lap.
The 10 car, Scott Riggs. So we got another car set up. They're wrecking. Greg Biffle's in the wall. That's Kurt Busch, the championship.
And Jeff, going to take a look at the 24 car, BP. You saw him too. Look, working on the right side, has a little bit of damage on that right rear quarter panel, banging it out with the mallets, trying to make sure it's okay. They don't seem too concerned about it. Didn't sound too concerned about it on the radio. Matt, how about the 97?
Before we even get to the backstretch, we're involved in a crash, turn 1, lap 1. So now we must fight and claw back the rest of the day to try and obtain a good result. Surely it can't get worse than that, can it?
Championship. That's Jeff Gordon in the same car that finished 30th here in May. Gordon right now running 30th, and here is why.
Big trouble here, guys. Power frame for a caution. This thing getting really bad.
Gordon has been talking about this car for many, many laps. It's not what they were looking for.
BP, I think it's time to make that a show car.
Yeah, exactly. If he finished third, and he's already been lapped by Kasey Kahne,
And he's not, and he wouldn't even be the lucky dog if the yellow came out. Because
Tell me that Robbie Loomis brought the same hunk of junk back to the fall race? Okay, in any event, we crashed on lap 1. We have damage, so surely it can't get worse than that, can it? I'm 16 years old, and at this point, as we come back from commercial break, I'm about to give up on this race and go call a friend, and go on AOL Instant Messenger, or play some PlayStation 2. You never know.
M3 Power, the new power behind.
We got trouble on the straightaway. Jeff Gordon.
Jeff Gordon.
Oh, and Rusty Wallace gets into him. Oh, Rusty was running so good. Had a great run going. Rusty Wallace has just passed Earnhardt for 5th position.
Are you joking me? We spun while running 30th and then got destroyed by Rusty Wallace destroying his day? Oh, there's no way that this day can turn out positive in any way.
And we just heard him talking about it back.
Now, just to follow up on Jeff Gordon, he is back on track after repairs on pit road. Never went to the garage, Bill, but unfortunately he's back in 29th place.
Alan, this is a night race for everybody, but a nightmare for Jeff Gordon. Had to pit 3 times, extensive damage to the rear of the car. Robbie Loomis, his crew chief, told him, okay, you're repaired, you're good to go, but he's not going too far, too fast right now.
So I guess the scene on Instant Messenger was too dry. So anyway, I kept watching the race, and I got rewarded.
Hey, Matt, what's going on with Tony Stewart? I mean, all of a sudden Jeff Gordon passed him and went on.
BP, they thought they were going to have a great race car tonight. Bad news.
That's Jeff Gordon up in front of Tony that, as I said, passed him and went on.
And Rodney Wise waving the yellow flag, and this would be the 6th caution on the night. Hey, guess who's going to be your lucky dog? Jeff Gordon.
I'm sure there were Richter scales in Japan hitting at 10.0. We crashed on lap 1, we got destroyed by Rusty Wallace on the front stretch, and then we got the lucky dog with 124 to go.
And guys, you're not going to believe this, but guess who the next car behind Jeff Gordon? There he is.
Maybe they're not ready to make that thing a show car.
Jeff Gordon. is running in 10th position.
Got the lucky dog at lap 210, Bill. He's making the most of it.
He sure is. And remember, Alan, that's the same car they had here in May that was so awful. Jeff was embarrassed when they finished 30th. They took that car to Chicago, and the car was awful again until they found the jack bolt kept backing itself out. They fixed that problem, and remember the last 100 miles of Chicago? He came ripping through the field to finish fourth. Could be a replay tonight.
Somehow that day, the racing gods allowed us to have redemption, while he was very cruel to others.
Oh my goodness, Casey Kane, the race leader, has hit the wall.
With 23 laps to go, we Jeff Gordon fans got another big break when there was calamity out of turn 4.
Did Martin get a piece of it? It was Spencer that spun out.
through the grass.
On the ensuing restart, Jeff Gordon would be placed in 3rd spot. In 1st place with Joe Nemechek, who gambled on 2 tires, and in 2nd place, his teammate and main rival at this time for the race win now, crazily enough, Jimmie Johnson.
Got a good restart.
But unfortunately, the 48 also got a good restart. With lots of 4 fresh tires.
Yeah.
You wanted to say see ya, but
I'm still going to say it.
Right here when he hits the bumps, that's when the 48 car will make the move.
here comes Jeff Gordon with him. Johnson leader by a fender, Bill.
I just passed Gordon's car owner, Rick Hendrick, here in the 24 pits. I said, this is a wild sport. He goes, this is amazing. He goes, about 2 hours ago, I wouldn't have given you a plug nickel for that 24 car.
Turn 2, Bill. Michael Waltrip was running 11th.
As Jeff Gordon and Jimmie Johnson were about to create NASCAR history, Michael Waltrip has this really lame crash in turn 1 and 2, and we are robbed. We are robbed of what would have happened. I think Jeff Gordon and Jimmie Johnson both would have crashed. So I'm not going to waste you guys' time here. On the restart, in clean air, it appears at 48, you know, he hit the afterburners and just drove away. But golly, man, we crashed on lap 1. We crashed on the front stretch of Rusty Wallace. Got the lucky dog. Came back to challenge for the win. Oh, imagine if they had went into turn 3. That would have made NASCAR history. Well, let's go to the last lap.
Winning before friends and family meeting. That was it. Jimmie Johnson wins the UAW.
Okay, cool, yeah. He wins. Jimmie Johnson wins. I'm so disappointed we didn't get to see them battle into turn 3.
Go downstairs, Dave.
With Jeff Gordon, not someone who we thought we'd be talking to in 2nd place. Jeff, what an unbelievable comeback.
Unbelievable. I tell you, that's why this team is just so incredible. I love these guys, and I tell you, I'm just, that's the first one, too, that me and Jimmy have had, I believe, that we really had to battle. I got a fender underneath him before that last restart. After that last restart, my car got tight. He was gone. But I'm just so proud of these guys on this DuPont Chevrolet. Got to thank DuPont, Pepsi, GMAC, Lay's, Quaker State. I mean, it's just an awesome day for us. I don't know what in the world happened at the beginning, but we were junk, and car was just so loose I couldn't drive it. We went a lap down. I spun out. Got hit by Rusty. I hated it for Rusty, and we just tightened the car up, and man, all of a sudden that thing just came to life, and just incredible effort. Everybody stayed so calm, and that's what makes a championship team. And we didn't gain a lot of points today, but we were going to lose a lot before that all happened. But I want to congratulate Jimmie Johnson. Great job, man. He's a great race car driver.
Great recovery for Jeff Gordon. Marty?
Unfortunately, we will not get to do the super comeback and get the win, but we were very close. That would have been a very good race going to turn 3 there, but you will not ever know. Thank you for watching, and let's watch again.
I said, this is a wild sport. He goes, this is amazing. He goes, about 2 hours ago, I wouldn't have given you a plug nickel for that 24 car.
Turn 2, Bill. Michael Waltrip was running 11th.